We got another fantasy style rebuild here today, and today it's going to be of the Washington Commanders. This team is pretty solid. They're an 81 overall with a good defense at an 83. A few holes on the team though that we definitely have to work on. Let's begin by going over the starting lineup for the Commanders. And we're going to start with the quarterback. Now, it's Carson Wentz. I am an Eagles fan if you guys didn't know that. And, you know, I still have a soft spot for Carson Wentz in a way, just because of his, MVP caliber season that led to them winning the Super Bowl. I still like Carson Wentz, but he's just not really that good anymore. He's a 73 overall. He's old. He's 29. I think we probably trade him in the game because I just don't really think he has much more of a future, at least in terms of Madden. Maybe he'll have, a crazy career resurgence here in real life. Who knows? But in Madden, we're going to get rid of him. And we'll probably have Howell play. He's a rookie. He's 21. So he actually has quite a bit of potential. We'll see how he plays his rookie season. But I think we will look to draft a quarterback pretty much regardless of how he plays. I guess unless he wins MVP, but I highly doubt that'll happen. At running back, we have Antonio Gibson. Not awful. 80 overall star dev, still fairly young. But I think I want Brian Robinson being the #1 running back. Now, what happened to him in real life is pretty insane. He was shot, obviously. I'm sure most of you guys know that. But I think he's recovering pretty well, so that's really good. At least, he's going to be healthy once again. But of course, injuries are completely turned off in this, so he is not injured at the moment. And I think we will get him to be the #1 running back. Maybe Gibson will be the 3rd down back. Brian Robinson, the power back. I don't actually mind that too much. Scary Terry, the #1 receiver. He's insane. 92 overall. He is definitely one of the better receivers in all of the NFL. Superstar X Factor as well for him. He's still young. Obviously, he's not going anywhere as long as we can continue to re-sign him, which I think we should be able to. If I have to give him a lot of money, I will do that. I don't really care. Jahan Dotson, though, rookie out of Penn State, is actually kind of balling out in real life. He's having a good start to his career. And we're going to have him probably be the #2. Probably the slot as well, just to get him as involved as possible. And then Curtis Samuel, also playing pretty well in real life at the moment. Has a lot of speed, 94 speed. He's a solid receiver as well. Just a good receiving room. The offensive line isn't that bad. Lowest overall is Sam Cosmi over here at right tackle, and he's young. He's 23. He can stay starting there. I don't mind a lot of these guys staying for a little while. A couple of these interior guys are pretty old, but we'll kind of see how they regress. Logan Thomas is the starting tight end. He's pretty decent, but he's certainly pretty old. So, tight end might be a position we look to draft, because I found a lot of sick tight ends in drafts this year, so maybe we can find one here too. But on the defense, that's where this team really shines. Specifically on the D-line. This D-line is incredible. Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, and Chase Young. Just so good on the D-line here. If we can manage to retain all of these players throughout this whole time, we will not have to get anybody new on the defensive line. I'm perfectly content with each of these players starting this whole rebuild, so hopefully we can actually do that. Moving up to, the linebackers. Cole Holcomb at middle linebacker. He's not bad. He's an 80, 26 years old. Still has a bit of room to grow. Maybe he can go up in dev at some point. And we got Jamin Davis with star dev. He's young, so he can definitely start. Moving up to the safeties, though, we have Cam Carroll at strong safety. Another young player, 23 years old, star dev. He will probably be the safety this whole time, I'd imagine. I really can't see myself replacing him. Bobby McCain, on the other hand, will probably be replaced very soon. He's not bad. He's a 77, but 29 years old. Don't really want him on the team much longer. Now for the corners. We do have Kendall Fuller, who's a solid slot corner, which is kind of where I primarily want him playing. He might have to play the boundary. He can probably do that really well in Madden here, but I would like him being in the slot eventually. We have William Jackson, who's solid. He's an 83 overall. Getting kind of old, though. I don't know if I'll trade him. We'll kind of see how that goes. And then we have a couple other guys down here, like Benjamin St. Juste. He's pretty young. He's 24. Has some potential. And then we have Tariq Castro Fields, I think his name is, from Penn State. He's only a 65. I mean, he's also a rookie, but I still don't think that's good enough to really get him starting here. So those are the Commanders. Just to identify some of the positions I want to look to draft this first season, we're looking at quarterback, like I said before. Maybe the offensive line, if we can get some younger players, especially at these interior O-lineman positions. A tight end I would love to draft. And then on the defense, maybe corner, just depending on what the class looks like. I mean, cornerback classes in this game are pretty juiced, so we might be able to get somebody. And then maybe safety or linebacker. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade for any players right now, but we will certainly be making some trades. And I gotta say, even though it was the first thing I said in this video, This is not realistic, okay? It's a fantasy rebuild. Carson Wentz, J.D. McKissick, and Bobby McCain going to the Steelers for their first round selection. I hope that's a good one. I feel like the Steelers are normally pretty bad in like year one of rebuilds. Another trade here for a draft pick. We got Taylor Heineke, Cornelius Lucas, and a fourth next year going to Seattle for their second round selection. We're going to make one more trade here, just getting another draft pick, this time a third rounder for Cam Sims, Wes Schweitzer, and John Bostic. I did not end up getting any new players, so we kind of just got rid of some starters and we acquired draft picks, which I really don't mind. We have another first round draft pick, and also we now have a second and a third. The Commanders didn't normally have a second and a third round draft pick, so those are actually kind of big trades in my opinion. But you know, it's still pretty much like the Commanders team. We're gonna make one switch. We're gonna have Forrest here, Derek Forrest, play free safety, considering we traded Bobby McCain. Don't mind that too much, he's still pretty young. But the team, like I said before, isn't really all that different. Let's see how they do. We got ourselves a training camp standout. These are always really nice. Guaranteed, you know, some boost in one of the stats. It's Montez Sweat. Let's do power and finesse move, why not? I'll let you guys know if Montez Sweat continues breaking out here, but let's take a quick look at the draft class. Got a few quarterbacks in the top 10, that's nice to see. Hopefully they are actually pretty good. We got Cam Taylor, Alex Tennant. Hopefully we got someone here. Also James Henry, Brandon Harold, Terry Spears, a couple of round one options. So that's nice. Definitely worth it to get a quarterback scout then this year. But the overall top prospect, Seontae Brown. That's a cool name. I don't know if he's going to stay at the number one spot, but of course we'll, you know, check that out throughout the year. Trevonte Barrow at left outside linebacker as well. Good outside linebacker class. Darren Harrison down here as well. Depending on what those guys are, maybe we can try to target them. If they are pass rushers, I'm just not interested because we have such good pass rushers on the team already. Take a look at corner. Gordon Howard, Jamie Dillon, Keenan Robinson. A bunch of round one guys here, all the way down to number 8. There's at least a round 1 to 2 guy. Would not mind some offensive linemen. And I feel like the sweet spot for O-linemen is like the 2nd to the 4th round. That's where I feel like you find some of the best players. I don't normally like going really early on O-linemen, and I'll probably stick to that kind of trend. Running back is a position I might be interested in as well. I really want to find a generational running back. I actually found one. I didn't end up taking him though. That was back in, what rebuild was that? The Ravens rebuild, I want to say. There were like 2 superstar X Factor, like potentially generational guys in that class, and one of them was a running back. But with the scouts, right? We're going to have a tier 3 quarterback scout. Norris Pope, he's also scouting safety. I don't really mind that. Oh my god, this team is so interested in quarterback. We're going to fire both of these tier 1 scouts here. Middle linebacker, outside linebacker, that's fine for a tier 1 scout. Now my tier 2 scout, we can do corner. I wouldn't mind like a corner linebacker. Is that a possibility? No, that is not a possibility. So I think I'm going to do corner safety, actually. Haywood Schnupp. This might not be the absolute best spot for all these scouts, but it's all good. I think we can still make the most out of this. Now, Montez Sweat did not end up, you know, continuing his breakout. We did win week 1, which is kind of cool. But I will see you guys now at the midseason. The team right now is 3-4, in 3rd place in the division. Let's see who has to come back to the team, though. We got Deron Payne, Cole Holcomb, Trey Turner, Cam Newton. We signed in free agency, I guess. David Mayo, and a couple of guys down here who I don't really care about, honestly. Don't really want anyone aside from, I think, the top 3 guys back on the team. Maybe not even Trey Turner. Might be able to test out free agency and just see what kind of guards are available there, because he has no re-sign interest with us. But Deron Payne and Cole Holcomb, I wouldn't mind getting them back. But especially Deron Payne, I really want him back. I'll give you a 4-year deal if you want it. He's coming back to the team. We'll take that for sure. And then Cole Holcomb. What's a 3-year contract? I really don't mind that. He's coming back to the team as well. That's successful. I'll take it. Trey Turner. I will offer you a 1-year contract, and that's the most I'm willing to go. Yeah, okay, I don't really want to go more than that. So Trey Turner will likely hit free agency. We have a breakout quarterback right now. If Sam Howell could get star dev, that would be pretty cool. Maybe he can potentially work his way up then to being the starting quarterback. I don't really know. We also have a tandem breakout thing here. Let's go ahead and activate this, I suppose. It is for Curtis Samuel. We're going to praise Curtis Samuel. What does that do? Terry McLaurin has earned 2,500 XP. Cool. And then get Curtis Samuel 150 plus receiving yards. I doubt that's going to happen, but who knows? Curtis Samuel isn't even really in my long-term plans because we do have Diami Brown with star dev and he's like 22. So I don't mind Brown starting eventually because Curtis Samuel, I think he's on a contract year next season. So I was thinking about actually trading him at the start of next year. But maybe if he breaks out, I change my mind. We beat the Eagles, actually 21-18. That's pretty cool. This is not Trey Turner. This is Curtis Samuel. And he did not continue breaking out. Okay, that's fine. And the big one, though, here is the quarterback. Did Sam Howell go up to star dev? He did, actually. All right, this might change some things. We'll see how he's doing at the end of the year, I guess. But if he's progressing well, we might have to, you know, rock with him. Kyle Booker apparently is a solid middle linebacker. This has actually never produced a good-looking player for me in any of my rebuilds so far. But let's take a look at Booker. Let's see if he's actually any good. And Kyle Booker actually looks okay. He's a guy I have on my draft board because if he gets like the top end of all those ratings, he'll be really good. He also has great to elite speed. So I really don't mind Kyle Booker. And I need to point out this quarterback. This guy is so weird. He has such good accuracy aside from short. So I don't know if he's a player I should actually go for or not. A, throw under pressure is decent, can't throw on the run. I don't really know what to think about Cam Taylor. He looks like potentially the best quarterback in this class, but we'll do some more scouting and stuff and see what we can find. We actually did okay this season. We finished 9-8. Cowboys went 14-3, the Eagles 10-7. How did Sam Howell play? Not that well. This is a weird decision now. We'll have to see what he went up to in overall, but I don't know if he's going to be good enough to start again. Antonio Gibson just started. Brian Robinson had 13 touchdowns, though. That's not bad. Antonio Gibson had 7 touchdowns, no fumbles. I mean, that's pretty cool. Receiving-wise, Terry McLaurin over 1,000 yards, of course, 11 touchdowns for him. Sacks. Pretty large numbers here from the O-line. 119 tackles for Cole Holcomb. We have 17 tackles for loss for Jonathan Allen. 11 sacks for him as well, 10.5 for Chase Young, 7.5 for Montez Sweat, 5.5 for Daron Payne, 5 picks for Kendall Fuller, 3 for Cole Holcomb, and then 1 for 4 other players. All right, we were nearly last on offense. Defense must be solid then. 11th, that makes sense, I guess. MVP is Josh Allen. No one here from the Commanders. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Cooper Kupp. No one from the Commanders. Defensive Player of the Year, we do have Jonathan Allen at number 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Jamison Williams, Sam Howell at number 2, Jahan Dotson, Brian Robinson at 6 and 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year, no one from the Commanders. I don't even know if we actually had a defensive rookie really in a starting role, so that's okay. Let's go to the Super Bowl. I wish we actually did a little bit worse this year, but hopefully the Steelers played badly because we have their first round selection as well. Super Bowl, though, is between the Chargers and the Cowboys. Winner is the Cowboys. That sucks. 29-24. Let's check out the roster. Anyone up in dev trait? I don't really think anyone on the offense deserved to go up necessarily, and I don't believe anyone is up in development trait. What about on the defense? Cole Holcomb, maybe? Oh, he didn't go up. I actually kind of thought he would. I don't believe anyone is up on the team at all. I mean, I guess that's fair. No one had like a crazy season. Kendall Fuller did have a good number of picks, but I guess not enough. Into the first week of the offseason now. We can, you know, potentially re-sign some players. I don't think I'm going to, though, because like the only guy I would kind of want is Trey Turner, and I don't want to give him more than 1 year. He does have a lot more re-sign interest now. Apparently, we're Super Bowl contenders. I don't know about that, but I'll try to give you this contract, but he's just going to test out free agency. That's fine. Don't really want anyone else here, though. So let's go into free agency. Looking at a couple different positions for sure. We got Levante David, Kareem Hunt, Mike Gesicki, James Robinson. I might actually go after James Robinson. He has a lot of interest in joining this team. He's an 87 overall. A good bit better than Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson right now. So if we can get him for 5 years on a pretty cheap contract, I will take that. There are no other teams going after him, so that's a fine contract for me. And we need a safety. CJ Gardner-Johnson would be so good on this team. We are in the hunt with the Steelers and the Ravens. I think I'm going to let this contract chill, though, just because he has a good bit of interest in joining our team. We do need a new right guard, because Trey Turner did not want to re-sign with us. I don't actually mind trying to get Trey Turner here in free agency, though. Again, there's no other teams going after him, so I'll give him this 1-year contract. It's a very small deal, but Let's see if he wants it. I went by 1 week and we did not get CJ Gardner-Johnson. That sucks, man. Also, there are a lot of teams going after James Robinson right now. I think I do want to compete, though. James Robinson's only 25. He's solid. Let's give him the base offer here. And we are tied now with the Seahawks and the Falcons. And the only other player we went after is Trey Turner. And there's definitely a large number of people going after him. Not super worried about Trey Turner anymore. We just need someone now to play guard. Justin Pugh. Let's see if we can get him for a season. We got Justin Pugh on the team. But did we get James Robinson? We did. Okay, that's a big signing. And I think that's all I'm going to do in free agency here. I really wish we got Gardner-Johnson, but it's okay. We got a 5th-year option here for Chase Young. I think I'll go ahead and accept that just in case he doesn't have interest in actually re-signing with us. We can get him for 1 more guaranteed year. Let's go ahead and start the NFL draft. Now, if I want to take the number 1 quarterback, I'm gonna have to trade up to pick number 1. And I just don't think I want to take this guy, man. He's around 1 to 2 talent. He looks okay. He has some pretty good accuracy, but then that D short accuracy. I just don't really want to deal with that guy. And Alex Tennant, I just didn't even scout anymore. He just does not look good at all. Elite throw power is pretty cool, but yeah, I don't really like his accuracy at all. I did scout this guy down here, though. James Henry. He looks decent. We can maybe take him in the 1st round somewhere. But still, just not an amazing-looking quarterback class. I would not actually mind starting Sam Howell for another season. So I think I'm good to at least simulate until pick number 10. And I think I'm going to trade away this draft pick because I kind of just don't want to take anyone that early in this class right now. I would love to get a draft pick for next year, along with some stuff for this year still. Like this right here, honestly. We're moving back 2 spots, and we're just picking up a 3rd this year. Or we can move back 8 spots, pick up a 2nd this year and a 4th this year. A similar looking trade here with the Saints. The only thing is that we're going to get a 1st round draft pick next year instead, which I think I kind of want. Also, this 2nd round pick for this year is better. I think I'm going to take this with the Saints because we can get several 1st round draft picks for next year then, which I will very much take. So now let's just go to pick number 16. And I'm thinking of taking a safety. We could still take James Henry, but I kind of just don't really want him, if I'm being real. And I'll look at the strong safeties. We got Charles McKinley. He's 23. Not awesome. Solid speed as well. Or we can take Keith Merriweather. Ooh, hold on. This is getting interesting because he looks really good. He would probably have to stay at strong safety, though. His coverage ability isn't amazing, but he has A hit power, A tackling. I'm a huge fan of Keith Merriweather. I think what we do is take him and then move Cam Curl over to free safety. Let's do that. Normal dev only. Man, I was really hoping for a hidden development trade here. But not bad athletically. And considering we traded away to grab a pick for the following year, I think that 1st round was okay. This is where the decision gets tough, because there are actually a lot of really good players at this point. We have Ray Waters, or Watters. I don't know how that's pronounced. Round 1 talent. I really like this guy. And then we also have Kyle Booker, who I'm very much interested in. I think I might go with Waters. I'm saying Waters. I can't say Watters. I think we're going to go with Ray Waters just because we know for a fact this guy is really good with his round 1 talent. So he's on the team now. Hidden dev trait. Good speed. 93. That's awesome. Really good change of direction and acceleration as well. He's going to be an immediate starter. The problem is we don't pick until number 23 now in the 2nd. So the plan actually is we're going to trade up. We got ourselves one hell of a trade here. William Jackson and Curtis Samuel going to the Jets along with a 3rd rounder next year. In exchange, we are getting a 2nd round draft pick this year, Bryce Hall, and a 3rd this year. That was a very, very interesting trade. We're going to now simulate to pick number 17, where I will be taking hopefully a middle linebacker. He is still there, Kyle Booker. I'm actually quite excited to take this guy. He's very fast, man. He has elite speed. He ran a 4.46 now on the team. Only normal dev, but 91 speed. Super solid at middle linebacker. We don't really need another linebacker, but I feel like Deontay Kyle is pretty good. Got A-zone coverage, great speed. Definitely not a bad option. But with this pick, I'm thinking we take a tight end. Luke Allen, I think, might be the guy. He can either be really good or just okay. And we're going to take a shot on him. Normal dev. Looking way more like he's just okay. We have two more players left on the draft board, Will Raymond and Chad Snyder. And Will Raymond doesn't really look all that bad for being a day 3 guy. I think we're going to take him now, though. Only normal dev. Maybe he is an okay overall, though, and he can actually, come in and start for us. We'll have to check that out, of course. But with nearly the last pick in the 3rd round, I think I'm going to go ahead and take this tight end if he's available. He is Chad Snyder. He has A run blocking, which is kind of cool. Great speed, elite strength. What are you all about? Hidden dev. So that pick on the tight end earlier was definitely a waste of a pick, because Chad Snyder will probably end up playing, unless he's like really bad at receiving. At this point though, I'm just gonna go to the end of the draft. Pretty much all the players I wanted were already selected, so I don't mind simulating here. Let's check out the draft though. How did we do? Hopefully we didn't miss too badly. A 73 safety, a 75 corner, 75 middle linebacker. This tight end is not very good. This guy down here is also not amazing. He's a 67. He might still play though. We'll have to see. A couple other guys in the 60s. Corey McLaughlin all the way down here is pretty solid. 69 overall for him. I'm really happy with this middle linebacker though. 75 overall. In the corner, Ray Waters looking sick. Also at a 75. I need to know what this quarterback is though. He's a 73 overall. The other quarterback is a 72. Hidden dev for Tennant. He has 96 throw power. He did have a cannon for an arm, that's for sure. And then Cam Taylor, only normal dev. I didn't really think he was going to be all that good. I'm really, really happy I didn't trade up for him. The best player, though, is a 77. It's Seontae Brown. Really, really good looking player, but obviously we did not need him. He's a power rusher. Looks insane, though. 86 speed, 90 excel, 81 block shed, 79 power moves. Really good edge rusher there for the Texans. We got ourselves a very interesting trade here. We got Charles Leno, Chase Roulier, and Antonio Gibson going to the Giants for Andrew Thomas and Nate Davis. My thought was that Andrew Thomas is just an immediate upgrade over Charles Leno. Nate Davis is a solid offensive lineman who can play somewhere on the interior. So honestly, an upgrade over Chase Roulier. And we don't need Antonio Gibson anymore. We have James Robinson and we have Brian Robinson to back him up. I really don't mind that trade. And we're gonna go ahead and make one more. I wanna get rid of Logan Thomas. We're gonna get a 3rd round draft pick and Armstrong, he's just there for cap reasons. For Logan Thomas, going to the Chargers now. And I don't actually mind those trades right there. This will then be the team for the next season. I'm still unsure what to do with the quarterback. I don't know if we're going to have Sam Howell again after this year. Hopefully this quarterback class is better than this previous year's. But now on the offensive line, we got Andrew Thomas. He's a solid left tackle. Justin Pugh came over in free agency. Andrew Norwell now playing center. And then Nate Davis just came over in a trade as well. So I like this offensive line right now. We have a rookie hidden development trait tight end. That's why I was comfortable trading Logan Thomas. I don't know how good Snyder actually is going to be. He has a 67 overall with 83 speed, 82 catching. Maybe he can develop into something. And the receiving core is still okay. Of course, Terry McLaurin is fantastic. Jahan Dotson, I'm hoping, can develop a little bit more this season. And then I don't mind Brown being in the number 3. We should probably sign another running back, by the way. We only have 2 on the roster. I'll definitely get to that in a little while. But over on the defense, we have a couple rookies playing. We got Booker as the number 1 middle linebacker, Merriweather at strong safety, and then we're going to have Waters playing the number 2 corner position. I quite like the look of this defense. I wish a couple of these guys had some more development traits, though. Like, I wish Booker and Merriweather had hidden, but it's whatever. Maybe they can go up at the end of the season. And the offense is kind of a weird question mark, but we'll see how they play this year. I want to try the Chiefs offensive playbook as well. They're like always in the Super Bowl, and I'm honestly unsure if it's because they have Patrick Mahomes or if it's because their playbook is broken. Like I said before though, we need to get a running back. Just a 3rd running back on this team. Justice Hill works for me. We got ourselves a top 5 receiver. Would love if this guy could turn out to be generational. That would be massive. Also a couple quarterbacks here. Mac Weber, Phil LeClaire. So we'll definitely be looking out for those guys. The Cowboys are undefeated. I hope we can ruin that for them this week. But we are 4-3 in 2nd place in the division. And at this point, let's go ahead and check out what the development trait is of the corner. It should be revealed. Hopefully he's playing. I set the depth chart, so hopefully he's playing. Okay, I forgot to change the tight end. That's on me. I did set the depth chart. I just completely forgot to put Snyder back starting again. And the corner has star dev. That's fine. It's whatever, I guess. This tight end, though, clearly going to be an X factor. That guy actually has, like, over star dev. That'll be awesome. But let's see who has to come back to the team. We don't have to bring back Chase Young. He would normally be here, but we gave him his 5th year option. Andrew Thomas, I want him back. Kendall Fuller I want back. Montez Sweat, same thing. Andrew Norwell is a very solid starting center for us right now. Cam Curl I'd also really like back. Bryce Hall probably as well. A lot of guys here we should give a contract to, but we also have a lot of money. Andrew Thomas for 3 years, coming back to the team. I love that. I'm sure Giants fans love seeing him over here on the Commanders. Kendall Fuller, I actually give you a 2-year contract if you want it. He is coming back to the team. He's a solid cornerback for us. Montez Sweat has so much interest in signing with us, so let's go team friendly. And that's not enough for him, apparently. We'll try to get him next week. Andrew Norwell, I'm gonna wait. Maybe we can become a Super Bowl contender again, and his interest will go up. Cam Curl. Might have to do a bit player friendly here. I'm just gonna try a base contract first. He doesn't want it. I figured I would give it a shot. Try to save some money. And speaking of saving money, let's do team friendly with Bryce Hall. And he's not gonna re-sign, but he just had an issue with the length. So maybe we can just improve that a year and he'll re-sign with us. I didn't set the national scouting focus, but last year it was quarterback. Wait, hold on, first off, we beat the Cowboys. We actually did knock them off. That's sick. But anyway, yeah, so last year it was quarterback, so I feel like it should stay the same. Hopefully I'm right. Could have just goofed, but we'll kind of see. Anyway, though, let's continue negotiating with some players. Montez Sweat. Let's give him a 3-year deal with that team-friendly salary and stuff. He's coming back to the team for that. I don't mind him coming back for another 3 seasons. And I think we're going to do the same thing here with Bryce Hall. I actually don't really want to give him a 4-year contract. Let's just go neutral then. Bring this down to 3. You want that? He does. He didn't want the years when it was 3 before, but now he does. I don't know, whatever. That's fine. And then Cam Curl, we probably have to go player friendly. Try that here. He's coming back to the team. Definitely don't mind spending a little bit extra to get back a very good safety. We have another breakout quarterback. I've been trying to replace Sam Howell this whole time, and if he honestly continues breaking out, just gives me the finger and just says, screw you, I'm gonna start, then I'm honestly not gonna complain about that. Let's see if we can get him to break out again. We play the Jets, maybe? I don't know. Hopefully the Jets can jet here and we can actually get him to go crazy. No, we lost. I doubt he got the yardage then, and he did not. Damn, we went 6-11. We were actually pretty good for a good portion of the season. That's pain. That's certainly painful. Sam Howell, though, just over 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 18 picks. Okay, we need to replace him. Let's get a rookie this year, hopefully. James Robinson was good, though. 4.7 yards per carry, 10 touchdowns. I'll take that. Jahan Dotson was super good. Terry McLaurin didn't really do all that much, but, I mean, I'll take Dotson going off. Sacks allowed, you know, better than last year, sure. 125 tackles for rookie Kyle Booker. 22 tackles for loss for Chase Young. 12 sacks for him, 10 for Jonathan Allen. 3 picks for Bryce Hall and Kendall Fuller, 2 for Ray Waters, and then 1 for Chase Young, Jamin Davis, Benjamin St-Juste, Cole Holcomb, Kyle Booker, and Keith Merriweather. 31st on offense. We really need to improve that. Oh, 30th on defense. Probably have to improve that too, but I don't really know how. I feel like the defense is chilling at the moment. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Cooper Kupp again. I think Josh Allen also won MVP back-to-back years. Defensive Player of the Year is Aaron Donald, but Chase Young at number 3. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Cam Taylor. Tyron Cheeks. I just love when there's a Cheeks name in the draft. It's just awesome to see. We got Chad Snyder, the tight end, at number 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year, the middle linebacker, at number 3. Ray Waters at number 4. And then Keith Merriweather at number 6. Would love to see a couple of those guys go up in dev trait, but I just don't really think it's going to happen. That was a weird year, man. We started off pretty good. We were like 5-3, 5-2 at one point, and we just completely shit the bed the rest of the year. Super Bowl is between the Seahawks and the Chiefs. The Seahawks made the Super Bowl? I need to check out who their quarterback is. Because what? How did that happen? They're gonna win the Super Bowl? Who the hell do the Seahawks have right now? Their team is not the best, and they just won the Super Bowl. Huh, this is their quarterback. Tyler Huntley? Tyler Huntley just won a Super Bowl? What? I have no idea how this just happened, but okay. Let's check out some development traits. Anybody up? On the offense, maybe Jahan Dotson. He had a pretty good year. He is staying at star, though. That's fine. Also, Snyder has star dev, but no one here on the offense up in dev trait. Defensively, Chase Young is up. That's pretty cool to see. And I think that's it. but I'll take Chase Young being a superstar X Factor. I'll always take more of those. Is there anybody here that I want? Andrew Norwell still remains like the top guy I'd want to bring back. And I kind of just don't want to. He also has no interest in re-signing, so it's mutual. Get out of here. We don't like you anymore. No, I don't know. But let's go into free agency then. And we need to get some more offensive linemen. And I don't really know what else to target right now. Let's just kind of see who's here. Nick Bosa's always here. I just don't need him on this team. Don't really want to spend money on him. Now, there are some good receivers. But I kind of really want to draft a receiver. Because there's a top 5 receiver in this class who I kind of really want. Chris Lindstrom, though, speaking of players I want. Let's see if we can get him on the team. We are tied with the 49ers. I'll see if he wants to accept that, but he probably won't. And I wouldn't mind upgrading our right tackle, but Sam Cosmi wasn't that bad, I guess. Could use a new center now. Matt Hennessy's pretty good. Let's try to get him. No teams are going after him, so let's go team friendly on this contract. And there's honestly not too much more I want. I mean, we could technically use a corner, but there's just no good corners here right now. Don't really need a safety. I'm kind of comfortable with the guys we have. Even though Jeremy Chin is here, I still quite like Merriweather starting for another season. And I always back out of that screen. I don't really ever mean to do that. And I just thought of something. Do we get Justin Herbert? Maybe we just do this. We are tied with the Falcons. I have not signed him yet this year. Oh my God, this contract is colossal. And we are above the Falcons. Screw trying to draft a quarterback right now. Can we get Justin Herbert? We did not get Justin Herbert, but we did get Matt Hennessy. And we also did not get Chris Lindstrom. He went to the 49ers. Damn it, dude. We can't ever get any of the players who have a lot of interest in joining us if they're also receiving offers from someone else. Maybe we can get Elton Jenkins then. We got Jenkins. Still no word from Justin Herbert, though. Come on. Yes, we got Justin Herbert. Let's go. Okay. All right. We don't need a quarterback anymore. I still think I want Theo Graham, though. Only C deep route running, but A release, A catching, B catch in traffic. Good speed. And he's pretty tall, right? He's 6'2". I don't mind that at receiver. And then maybe we go ahead and take like Cassidy Jones. Another tight end here. We will probably have to trade up to take Theo Graham. He is currently right now projected to go pick number 4. So I think we might try to trade up to pick number 3 with the Lions. Because I really do want Theo Graham on this team. I think he'll actually be super good. Let's start the NFL draft though. And let's see if the first 2 picks go like that mock draft said. Should be a tackle, and then should be a quarterback. That's exactly what happened. Okay, so the Lions. Let's trade up here so we can take our wide receiver of the future to pair with Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson. We have 2 first-round draft picks. We should be able to get this done relatively easily. A first, third, and a fourth this year. We'll get that done, moving up from pick 13 to pick number 3. And of course, you guys all know who I'm going to be taking. It'll be this receiver, Theo Graham. Hopefully he's good, man. Please just have hidden dev. He does. Let's go. 91 speed, 95 jumping, 91 acceleration, 6'2", 235, 22 years old, from Tennessee. Solid looking receiver for sure. And we can go ahead then and just simulate to pick number 10, where I think I'm going to take a tight end. That's what the mock draft wanted me to do as well, and I think I'm going to go along with that. Cassidy Jones. Looks like a very good tight end. Elite speed. That is massive. But actually, one second. This tight end down here also looks really solid. Daniel Judge. Great speed. I'm still going to take Cassidy Jones. I feel like if he is normal, though, maybe we double up on tight end again. The best draft strategies on this channel, for sure. But Cassidy Jones, let's take him first. Hidden dev. I don't think there's a reason to take the other tight end. 88 speed, 90 excel. Very good looking tight end. I'm thinking here we go with an offensive lineman of some sort. Maybe Dylan Harrison. A round 1 center is still here. With good strength. He's not that bad. He looks like one of those O linemen with hidden dev, honestly. Don't know why he's falling down draft boards. Only has normal dev, but I feel like he's actually a pretty high overall. So I guess I was wrong, assuming he had hidden, but I'll still take him. I mean, he had solid blocking stats. And 87 strength, not that bad for a center. I'll take one more draft pick here in the 5th round. Let's see what we can find. Last pick I'm gonna make is this punter, Pat Sullivan. Great kick power. He has like B kick accuracy. Dude's a beast. 95 kick power. I'll take that, dude. Really solid looking rookie punter. Now let's go to the end of the draft. I'm gonna guess that this wide receiver is like a 78 overall. Definitely did not look like a guy in the 80s. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I just think that, you know, deep route running would be a little bit higher if he was. Yeah, he's a 77. Still a really good player, though. Hidden dev trait, obviously. Great hands for a rookie. Good route running ability, honestly. Even that deep isn't the worst. Yeah, it's a great receiver. I like that guy. This tight end is a stud, though. 74 overall for him. Only 79 catching, but 88 speed, 90 acceleration. Huge at the tight end position. The center was a 73. The punter was a 75. Made a crazy draft, dude. Let's go. Who's the best player in the class, though? This quarterback was a 79. Oh, this guy was really good. Hidden dev trait. Really good accuracy. Good speed as well. Out of Yale, you know he's smart. What's his development trait, though? Only star. I think Justin Herbert was the way to go. That quarterback is the top player in the class. Moses Shields, though, also a 77. If this was the top D tackle, this guy looked really good. Yeah, he's a beast. Gonna learn alongside Aaron Donald, too. What a stud. Let's go ahead and check out that other tight end, though, if I can find him. Here's that other tight end. He's the same overall as Cassidy Jones, Daniel Judge. Hidden dev as well. More of a sure-handed option. Not as fast, though. Interesting player. What's his development trait, though? He only a star. Okay. This team's looking solid. We got an 86 overall, 88 offense, 85 defense. Of course, though, the biggest difference is that we now have a franchise quarterback. 93 overall, Justin Herbert. He should make this team a lot better. I'm sorry, Sam Howell, but Justin Herbert is like 20 overall points higher than you. We now have a new receiver, though, and he's definitely going to get a lot of playing time. He might end up being the 2. Maybe we'll make him the 2 in the slot. Another weapon for Herbert to throw the ball to as well, in Cassidy Jones at tight end. And then on the defense, kind of wanted to target linebacker. The computer snagged me a stud, a hidden development trait outside linebacker. He's a 62 overall, 85 speed, 88 acceleration. I'll have to see what that guy's all about at the end of the season. But I'm fine with this side of the football right now. I did not mind, you know, not targeting anybody here in the draft. Linebacker, like I said, would have been a position I, probably would have went with if I had like a third first-round pick. I think I knew my first 2 were going to be receiver and tight end all the way, and there was a pretty good-looking middle linebacker, but I would have needed another first-round pick to get him. How in the hell is this team 2-5? I don't understand what is going wrong. The problem now is that we probably don't have any money. Yep, we have negative cap room. So, I am unable to bring anyone here back to the team. It is only Chase Young, so maybe we can cheese something here. But what? How is this team not doing well? Let's see these development traits, though. The receiver is still hidden. Dude, did the lineup get reset again? No, it didn't. He's the slot guy. All right, I don't really know what's happening there. But the tight end has star dev. I think that's the only hidden guy we have to reveal right now. I'm just at a loss here, man. Like, what? Let's just go to the playoffs, man. Hopefully we do well the second half of the year, because we really can't afford not to play well. Like, actually, we can't afford it. We have no money. The team went 7-10. How did Justin Herbert play? Over 5,000 yards, 37 touchdowns, 13 picks. He had a great season. James Robinson was good. Of course, these receiving numbers are going to be very good. Sacks allowed, not many. The offense was great. Were we just bad on defense? Like, what? 14 sacks for Chase Young, 11 for Montez Sweat. Good number of interceptions. Not a crazy number, but not terrible. 5th on offense. That improved a ton. And defensively, 20th. That improved a little bit from last year. MVP is Russell Wilson. Okay. No Justin Herbert. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. No Justin Herbert. Defensive Player of the Year. We got Chase Young at number 2. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to the receiver. Cassidy Jones, the tight end, at number 2. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't really think we had anyone starting. This was a really, really weird season. And we might need to cheese the system to get Chase Young back on the team, because there's no way I'm letting him go to free agency. We'll also have to check out the dev of the receiver. It might have gone up as well, because he had a pretty good rookie year. He did win Rookie of the Year, so that's always great. But the Ravens and the Rams. Let's see who can win the Super Bowl here. Super Bowl 59 going to the Rams. We have a 90 overall team. What is the receiver's development trait? Superstar. Did he go up to that? He didn't, I don't think, unless I missed it. So he just had superstar. That's really cool. Also, I think the tight end went up in dev trait, which is great to see there. And then defensively, Booker went up. Nice. All right, so I think this team still looks super sick. If we can like finagle a way to get Chase Young back, I would not honestly mind just simulating straight with this team again. But you know, Chase Young, is there any way we can work up some magic to get him on the team? I think we actually can. So here's the plan. Offer him nothing. And then when he inevitably declines, like that, we just hit him with the franchise tag and we go terribly in debt. Before I do that, let me try to bring back like Matt Hennessy. Actually, we have a starting center. Don't need him. Sam Cosme. Don't think we actually need him either. But, hold on. If we can get Hennessy for a year, I will take that. He can play guard. And then now we franchise tag Chase Young. And just like that, we bamboozled the system. So we have negative like $15 million to spend in free agency. Let's go. We're rolling in the big bucks right now. I'll take a look to see who's here, but obviously there's like no way I can clear up enough money to actually sign somebody. Rashawn Gary, Penei Sewell, Leonard Fournette, Javon Holland. He's a cool player. Would love to have him on this team, but there's just no way. And let's take a quick look at the roster. Let's see what positions need to absolutely be filled. I don't actually think there are going to be that many, because now Matt Hennessy, like I said before, will slide to guard. He's an upgrade over Sam Cosme. I mean, technically, right? I think he's a little bit higher of an overall, and he has star dev, so just a little better. And I think the offense is entirely fine for another season. They played well last year too. The defense doesn't have many holes either. Maybe safety, maybe linebacker. We'll kind of just look in the draft, maybe corner as well, if there's like a stud corner here. We do only have one first-round pick though, so we will have to spend it wisely. And you bet your sweet Bippy we're gonna accept another fifth-year option, okay? Jahan Dotson? Yeah, dude. You're getting stuck on this team because we're gonna glitch out the game a little bit and just go more negative in cap. But you know, the cap isn't even real. Some teams just treat it like it's this like imaginary construct. So we're gonna do that too. Oh, look at this sick receiver supposed to go number 3. Sheldon Peters, man. Look at that. We pick at number 14. And let's just take whoever we have left. I want a safety, I think, here. I'm gonna go with Tavares Cole. Hidden dev. I'll take that at least. Good looking player. I really want to take this guy in the second round because my man ran a 4.41 at middle linebacker. Elite speed. He looks like he can be okay. I'm gonna take him. Screw it. What is he all about? 91 speed. I was really hoping he'd have like 94 or something. Still really, really fast. And in the third round, we will select, I think, one more player. I'm gonna take a fullback. Jamie Parrish. Normal dev. 86 strength though. Actually pretty good at fullback. If we make the playoffs this next year, it's all because of him. How does this safety look? Is he gonna start? The safety is a 74. I think he might actually play. This middle linebacker is also a 70. This is a really fun looking player. A little bit old to develop, but my god is he fast. Also, the fullback's a 73. Just saying, Mans is a god. 68 corner down there is actually not that bad. But who is the top player in this class? I honestly have no idea. He's 77. Marco Stewart. This guy looked okay, but he had like solid speed. I really like that at middle linebacker. 85 speed, a little bit slow. It's not bad, but would much rather have like 88, 89, 90. This will be the team for the next year. This might end up being the final season. I don't really know, but not too much changed. 88 overall, 89 offense, 88 defense. I don't know, man. We'll see how they do this year. On the defense, though, we do have a new strong safety now. Also a hidden development guy here on the D-line. That's kind of cool. But, you know, we have some playmakers. Also a hidden dev guy at linebacker. We have Keaton. Like a 67 overall. All right, 86 speed, 85 acceleration. Not a terrible looking outside linebacker. I also completely forgot to look at that other outside linebacker we had who was hidden. And yeah, he is star down here. Okay. Anyway, though, let's see how this team does for this next year. No, I just cut Keith Merriweather. I was not looking that well. Whoops. At least we're over 500 right now. We are 4-3. The Cowboys are just so good in this game. It's ridiculous. Let's check out this safety. What is his dev looking like? Star. I mean, whatever. Better than Merriweather. Just, you know, being a star dev player. I'm just going to go straight to the end of the season, though. I'm not even going to look at who we have to re-sign because we're not going to have money to do it anyway. So this might actually have to be the final season. I really hope we make the playoffs. This makes me happy. We are 13-4. The team did well. Justin Herbert this year was electric. Just barely over 5,000 yards, 36 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, an insane season. James Robinson was very good, 18 touchdowns, almost 1,200 yards. Terry McLaurin was ridiculous. Jahan Dotson was very good too, just about 1,000 yards. Theo Graham got 11 touchdowns, I'll take that. I think we almost had 1,000 yards for the tight end too. The offensive line is doing well. 122 tackles for Kyle Booker. 15 tackles for loss for Deron Payne. Jonathan Allen, 14.5 sacks. 12 for Chase Young. He's doing really well in this rebuild. 3 picks for the rookie strong safety. 3 picks as well for Cam Curl. 2 for Booker and Waters. 1 for Jamin Davis, Cole Holcomb, Kendall Fuller, and Jermaine Nichols. We were 10th this year on offense. Defensively, 12th. I'll take that. Justin Herbert should be on the list somewhere here for MVPs at number 4. Dak Prescott gonna win it though. That sucks. Cam Taylor still chilling at an 80 overall. All right, he was in that first draft class. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Christian McCaffrey. We do have Terry McLaurin though at number 8. Defensive Player of the Year is Nick Bosa on the Falcons. Gotta sign him in one of these rebuilds. I just haven't got around to it yet. Offensive Rookie of the Year is DeAndre Clark. Jamie Parrish, the fullback, let's go, at number 6. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, Tavares Cole at number 2. What did I say, though, man, during the draft? I said if we made the playoffs, it is because of the fullback that we drafted. So we got a first-round bye because our fullback is amazing. But let's advance by here, where we have to take on the Minnesota Vikings. I'm just going to go ahead and simulate bye. Please tell me we can take down the Vikings. We can, 24-17. Now up against MVP Dak Prescott. Let's advance by, man. Go to the Pro Bowl. I should have just went straight to the Super Bowl, but it's fine. We lost 34-31. Christian McCaffrey probably broke the record for sacks by a running back this year with 14. Let's go to the Super Bowl. The Jags, the Cowboys. Sucks we didn't make it, but I still think this is a fine spot to end. The team is pretty successfully rebuilt, and we also have no funds. So I don't even want to try to go another season. The winner of the Super Bowl, the Jags by 1. I would have loved to actually watch that one. Let's see the team though. Development traits. Herbert should be up to X Factor. He just had an insane season. He is not somehow. Interesting. Certainly very interesting. No one on the offense is up. Same thing on the defense. I kind of thought like Cole might have because he had a pretty good year too. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this rebuild, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.